Hello, everyone. I'm Sign1News anchor, Gaytree Killings. Here's a quick look at the top trending stories making headlines today. If you post an interesting comment about this update, we may add it at the bottom of the screen. Here's what's happening today. If you or someone you know works in the field of diversity, equality, and inclusion, DEI, listen up. The DEI Deaf-Centric Institute is partnering with experts from all across the country to provide professional development opportunities from a deaf perspective. The goal is to produce qualified and credentialed DEI professionals to sustain a culture of belonging and social justice in deaf diverse communities. Sign1News anchor Christopher D. Johnson has more details. Again, save the dates. June 21st through the 23rd, 2023. And be sure to sign up on the website. This is a completely virtual event on Zoom, so you can access it anywhere you wish. Six years ago, authorities in Illinois say Kayla Unberhan was abducted by her non-custodial mother, Heather. Kayla's father, Ryan Asurka, had won full custody, but the mother was allowed supervised visits. When the father went to pick up Kayla on July 5, 2017, he learned the girl and her mother never returned from a camping trip. Kayla was 9 years old at the time. But recently, a shopper at a store in Asheville, North Carolina, which is 600 miles away, spotted a girl who looked like someone they had just seen on an episode of the Netflix show entitled Unsolved Mysteries. It was Kayla. She is 15 years old now and has been reunited with her father. Kayla's mother was arrested this past Saturday and will appear in court to face charges on July 11th. The San Francisco District Attorney's Office says it will not press charges against the security guard who shot and killed Banko Brown. Brown is a black trans organizer who died after being confronted at a Walgreens store for alleged shoplifting on April 27th. We have frozen the video just before the gunshot is fired. But still, a warning. The video may be disturbing to some viewers. The video shows Brown attempting to leave the Walgreens. Security guard Michael Anthony tries to stop him. Brown appears to shove the guard, leading to a physical altercation. The two end up tussling on the ground. When Anthony releases Brown, he starts to leave. But then turns around and appears to move toward the guard. In a taped interview with police, Anthony says he wasn't sure what Brown would do next, so he fired his gun. According to the report, the guard said Brown had apparently threatened to stab him prior to the shooting. Police did not find a knife in Brown's possession. But prosecutors still determined that the guard's fear was reasonable. An attorney representing Brown's family said he believes the shooting was unjustified, and the family is moving forward with a civil lawsuit. The San Francisco board president says he's asking the state attorney general and the Justice Department to review the case. According to data the Health Resources and Services Administration received from state offices and health departments, the U.S. does not have enough doctors and nurses to treat the population. Here are areas where health workforce shortage has been identified. The U.S. currently needs 12,000 dental health practitioners and more than 8,000 mental health practitioners. The healthcare workforce shortage is more acute in Black and brown communities. Leaders of historically Black medical schools are calling for more funding to train a more diverse workforce. They say having a healthcare workforce that reflects the communities served would help reduce the health inequities in the U.S. If you have not logged on to your Google account in a long time, you better use it or lose it. Google announced it will start deleting accounts that have been inactive for at least 2 years. The update policy takes effect immediately. But Google said it will not begin deleting accounts until December. The company plans to send out multiple warning notifications to users and to conduct the purge of inactive accounts in phases. To save your account, you'll need to show some sort of activity, like logging into your Google account or any Google service, reading an email, or watching a video. The company says the move is intended to prevent security risk. The policy will only impact personal accounts. Emails for organizations like schools and businesses will not be touched. The latest Fast and Furious movie races into theaters this weekend. Here's a look back at 2 decades, 20 years of Fast movie history. The first, The Fast and the Furious, debuted in 2001. 2 years later, Too Fast, Too Furious showed up on movie screens. In 2006, the action left Los Angeles and headed for Japan for The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift. 3 years later, in 2009, the main characters came back, but the word "the" was removed from the title for the fourth flick, Fast and Furious. 2011's Fast 5 sent Vin Diesel's crew to Brazil and introduced Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to the cast. (2013's Fast and Furious 6 now ranks as the second biggest movie of the series in the U.S., according to Box Office Mojo. Furious 7 reigns as the Fast series box office champ, with just over $353 million in the U.S. and over $1.5 billion worldwide. It was actor Paul Walker's final film role. He died in a car crash in 2013. In 2017, The Fate of the Furious saw the action get even more action-packed, including a chase involving a submarine. The series took a detour in 2019 with Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson teaming against Idris Elba in Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw. F9, the Fast Saga, arrived during the COVID-19 pandemic, with John Cena joining the Fast cast as Vin Diesel's brother. And that brings us to 2023's debut of Fast X. Actor Jason Momoa takes on the bad guy role in a movie reportedly so full of action, Universal Studios released a 4.5-minute trailer. Deadline Hollywood reports industry analysts are predicting Fast X will open with $295 million worldwide this weekend. I have to see it. My crush is in the movie. The Rock and Jason Momoa. Oh my goodness. Are you going to see it too? I'd love to know what you think. Let us know. A Minnesota woman's drive-thru coffee run turned into a drive-thru Doodoo Disaster. The woman says she was sitting in her car when all of a sudden brown droppings started splattering all over her car. When she looked around, she didn't see anything. Then she started smelling something that stunk like crazy, and immediately she knew it was poop all over her car. The woman says she has aircraft mechanic training, so she thinks the droppings could have been mid-air waste released from a commercial plane flying overhead. But one thing she knows for sure, it stunk. Ew. I do not want to be in her shoes. That's just gross. Sign1News will be broadcasting updates Monday through Friday. We want to give a big thank you to our Sign1News app supporters. You help make this broadcast happen. You can download the Sign1News app by heading to the Google Play Store or App Store. And you can also watch on television on Apple TV, Amazon, and Roku. Have a great day. Summer's coming soon.